Let me catch your eye, let's just take our time.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Before we get into the video, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed. If you are already subscribed, hey Dreamy'z, make sure you remember to go ahead and like this video, and if you didn't like this video, leave me a comment below and let me know why. Like, what should I improve? Because I'm here for my subbies, and that's how we move, period. Hey guys, so I will leave all the products down below. I get most of my products from Amazon. So what I'm using right now is the Pana Cuticle clean bit. It is ceramic. The grit is fine, so it's very good and it won't damage, your cuticles. Make sure you are watching this whole video because I am gonna let you know what my next video is gonna be, and it's pretty exciting. So you need to stay tuned and just keep watching the video. Okay, so after you're done going in with that Pana Cuticle ceramic carbide bit, you want to go ahead and get your sanding band. I believe this is a really high grit because you always want to use, so the higher the grit, the better it is for your natural nails, because you don't want to be too rough on your natural nails. So I'm gonna leave a link to these in the comments, in the description, sorry. You can get these, they come in pink, purple, and blue. So yeah, I'll leave that in the description. So I am doing my non-dominant hand now, so I am right-handed, and I'm doing work on my right hand, so I am using my left hand. You can, if you work hard at something, you're going to be able to do it. Point blank, period. People say they can't do their other hand, but I think it's more or less they haven't tried to do it. See, if you're watching me, you could see how I was going about doing it. So use those techniques. I just keep it on the same front motion on my e-file. I don't change it to reverse it or anything like that. I want to get through what I'm doing quickly, so I tend to use just the same forward motion on my e-file that I use any other time. So I work with what I got. So you have to be smarter when you're doing things, so make sure that you go ahead and keep it, just work with the e-file. If you want to go ahead and look at this video later and go ahead and look at the gestures I'm using and practice that way, that will help you a lot. So make sure you just come back to this video anytime you're trying to do your non-dominant hand. Well, I don't know if it's going to work for lefties, but I'm a right-handed person, so but basically you would just go opposite if you are left-handed. So yeah, just look at how I'm doing it. Go back. I think it was at like 3 minutes because I've been rambling for about a minute now. Anyways, leave me a question below if you have any questions about doing your non-dominant hand. I can possibly even do a whole video on it if you need me to. I'm here just to help y'all with y'all nails, and so yeah. So you want to make sure you're going sidewall to sidewall with your nail tips. And if they don't fit, you want to get your file and go ahead and file them down to make sure that they fit from sidewall to sidewall. So when I do my own nails, I usually cut my tips before I put them on my fingernail. So I usually get them all sized up and all that to save time, but in the midst of me doing these particular nails, I wanted them to be shorter, so I didn't want them to be too long. So I ended up going ahead and cutting them after they were on my finger, but usually I wouldn't do it like that. So to save time, you could go ahead and make sure you are getting your tips how you want them, all sized up correctly and so forth before you even put them on your nail. So that is a tip. You're welcome. But stay tuned. The secret sauce is almost coming, and the secret of my next video. So now that you have the nail tips on, you want to go over the very top of where the nail tip meets the nail and kind of just sand that down a little bit to make sure it's flush to your cuticle. Not your cuticle, sorry. Just flush to your nail bed. And then also you want to go ahead and sand down the nail very quickly, because when you go ahead to put the acrylic on, it helps it adhere to the nail tip better and it won't run off the sides as much. So it helps you just with the overall process of laying the acrylic down. Okay, so okay, so if you can already guess, my next video is going to be a travel vlog, but it's going to be to the U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Thomas. But also I'm going to give some really good tips there. I mean, it is an absolute beautiful place. Like, I think it's like in the top 10 of the most beautiful photographic areas in the US, which means you don't need a passport. And then also, okay, it's so beautiful, but I do got some tips for you guys about things they do not tell you about the US Virgin Islands. So you'll want to stay tuned to that so you get some very useful information that I will tell you about in my next video. Now, so the secret sauce to prevent nail lifting is going to be not one, but 2 coats of the no lift nail primer. So as long as you are going ahead and following this whole process from beginning to end with the nails, you know, prepping your nails and getting them ready for whatever nail design you want to do, as long as you follow all this, plus use 2 coats of the no lift nail primer. So you're going over your nail beds once, you're letting it dry, and then you're going again and putting a second coat of the no lift nail primer before you go ahead and do this step, which is going ahead and putting a clear acrylic base over your nail bed where it meets the nail tip. So if y'all have any questions about that, leave me it in the comments below, and I hope to see y'all next time. Wait for my next video coming out, and also leave me some content ideas, like what do y'all want to see, because my community is where I'm, you know, I want to do what y'all want to see. So go ahead, leave me a comment below, and until then, I'll see y'all later. Bye.